Hello and welcome back to this Let's Play series in Crusader Kings 3 Realms in Exile. We are playing the Framlings. Last episode we were involved in a war against Galadriel. She was trying to invade um, bits of the Kingdom of Amon Lank, formerly Dol Guldur. She was going for the Duchy of Saerthrad, I think it was. Uh, we're gonna carry on from where we left off in the last episode. We have an inspired person here. He wants to forge a hammer. His skill is legendary and it's cheap. Let's go for it. I think we were fabricating Melberg. That's here. I'm not gonna fabricate there. I know I want to get rid of him, but I still think taking Gondor is the priority. We have claims on that duchy and that duchy. We need claims on more duchies, please. We really do. We are over our domain as well. We were messing about with some vassals here. Do you have the troops I want? You do not. Do you have the troops I want? You do not. No. Uh, right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna search for a Dalringi. We're gonna search for someone with this. I think he's my best bet. We do have another one here. We're gonna pick the older one though. And do you like me? Not really. We'll wait to see what troops he... Oh, there we go. He has bowmen. He has bowmen straight off the bat. Um, right. So the reason I keep insisting on wanting to have troops that counter monsters, what happens in combat is that if you have troops that counter monsters, then those monster troops on the enemy side, their damage is reduced by, it depends by how many troops are countering the monsters. So if they're being countered thoroughly, then those monsters will have their attack damage reduced to 10%. So that their damage is reduced by 90%, which is massive. And we desperately need this because Mordor. In other news, Mordor took Anorion. I don't know if I noticed that last episode. So Gondor is in trouble. They still have some military. Our situation is not great. I know it looks good. I know we've expanded quite a bit and we have a pretty big army. But last episode we could see that we couldn't really beat Galadriel, despite the fact that we had support from Dale and Esgaroth. Um, and they have pretty big armies as well. So we need an alliance, preferably with Galadriel or with Thranduil. The first things we're going to do, um, right, I need a dwarfish friend for this. The renown wouldn't hurt. So, we're gonna go for befriend and defensive negotiations. And I know the situation doesn't look very precarious, but our current alliances, they are through marriage. And these people are getting old. Like he's 67. He's gonna die soon. The one in Esgaroth looks better, but he's 62. She's still young. This could go on for a while. So this should be fine for a while. But this one isn't gonna last much longer. Maybe 10 years, I don't know, something like that. So we're gonna lose Dale. Um, I don't have anyone else to marry off. They're all married, and marrying the grandchildren isn't going to count towards an alliance. Um, my player heir isn't married, but I can't arrange a marriage for him because he is landed. If I try, I don't even have a courtier to marry him to. Right, we could do cousin marriages basically, but I have to have a courtier in my court to arrange a marriage with him because he's landed. On top of that, um, I know for a fact what's gonna happen once we feudalize. We're a tribal society, and our army is being maintained through prestige. If we raise it, it's gonna cost us gold on top of that, but while it's not raised, it's being maintained through prestige. The moment we feudalize, that army is gonna start costing gold, and it is actually quite, we have quite a few. Um, and these heavy cavalry are gonna be quite expensive, and again, we have quite a few of them. Um, so our economy is gonna drop because we'll be paying for a big army with funds we won't have because the economy is going to change. And on top of that, I know for a fact that once we feudalize, our levies are gonna drop as well. We're gonna lose quite a few of these levies. I don't know how much. I'd say at least 5,000, maybe more. It could be lower than that, it could be more than that, but we're gonna lose a big chunk of our military simply because we won't have access to as many levies. And if we lose a big chunk of the military and it's gonna cost us gold to maintain them, which we won't really have, and we're gonna lose our alliances, then Galadriel is gonna start mopping up the forest, and there's absolutely nothing we'll be able to do about it because we won't be able to A, afford to raise our military, and B, our military won't be anywhere near as big. Which brings us to the next problem. We need to take this before we feudalize. We absolutely need to take this before we feudalize. Because he has 12,000, but he's already feudal, and if we go feudal before we feudalize, I don't think we'll have the military necessary to attack him and maintain our current borders. So we need to get an alliance with one of the elves, preferably with Galadriel so she won't attack us. But if not, at least with Thranduil, who doesn't have any alliances. And then we need to attack Rohan so that we can vassalize them. We're not in a good spot. We're not in a good spot at all. Um, let's unpause this. No, I'm not gonna pay for you, dude. I'm sorry, but we're just not gonna pay for that. Um, let's move on. You want me to promote your legend, but I'm not gonna do that. I want his troops. And you married an old lady. I need to decide what troops I'm gonna let go of. Maybe the spearmen. Or the light cav. We can let go of the light cav, actually. They're not exactly cheap themselves. The heavy cav costs more, but they target the same groups. Enemy spearmen will counter both of them, and will need the siege engines anyway. And their only benefit is that they have high numbers, because these target the same group of enemies. They do get different kind of buffs and debuffs, but I'm gonna get rid of these because we need to make room for the bowmen. In fact, I'm even gonna murder you to speed this up. Uh, right, let's pick our assassins first. Sure, we can use you as an infiltrator. Does it have to be a vassal? Another inspired person. No, his skill is merely decent. So we just let go of a massive chunk of our military, which is not great, but well, there goes one alliance. So about my alliance with Esgaroth, never mind. Why were you removed from the scheme? For reasons. We're gonna carry on with the murder attempt. We need those archers. No. No, I'm not gonna risk it, I don't think. I'd rather have secrecy. How much secrecy are we having? 70% is not as high as I wanted. This would speed up things though. Let's take it though. It would speed up the thing. Let's see. It might play to our benefit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fabricate on him as much as we can. Hopefully we're gonna get the duchy titles. Yeah, we'll take the renown. And we're gonna try and conquer his stuff. You have an inspiration. He wants to go to Enedwythe. That's not that expensive. Let's take it because his skill is good and it might pay off. We'll go for prestige because we will need it. We get life reaffirmed for 5 years. That's good. That buys us time. There we are. Bring me something unique, dude. We were doing colonies. We're waiting for you to develop. It's gonna take some time because the terrain is slowing it down. That's actually quite good. What does our current bow do? Enemy fatalities. But advantage in deep forest is not something to scoff at, and we do get an extra knight. We'll take it. It could have been better, but we'll take it. We have a decent amount of prowess now. Colony, we're still waiting for the development, so that's gonna take some time. He may actually die before I murder him, which would be ideal, as long as he doesn't disband the bowman. We're gonna go for the higher quality. We lost the marshal. You can train more. And what else was he? The master of the horse or something? Yeah, okay. Well, too bad. We'll leave it at that for now. Another thing that's gonna happen if we feudalize is the royal court. We're gonna have access to more option for these. And we're gonna have to start paying for some of these, so that's gonna eat into our budget as well. Bandit country in Rad Angalalad. Okay, where was this? Is it you? It is. Let's remove the bandits. Diplomacy. Let's take befriend. Can we befriend you? Low chance. Let's learn your language first. There goes the tutor. Instead of teaching children, not you. Instead of teaching children, how about you do advanced research instead so we progress faster? Whoa! This suit of chainmail is made of a strange metal. It is light as a feather, yet stronger than normal steel, and shines black as jet. Scholars maintain it is made of Galvorn, the fabled metal invented by Earl the Dark Elf. Huh? Only one such armor is known to have been created by Earl for his own use. He was wearing it when cast from the walls of Gondolin for murdering his wife Aredhel. Holy cow. Look at that difference in injury resistance. That's just insane. And it has infinite durability. Dude, I could kiss you. I could absolutely kiss you. This is our area. It is. Congratulations, you just got yourself a suit of armor. Namely this one. Holy cow, that's good. And it gives renown. We'll hunt. Our prestige is quite low, actually. Duchy, please. And he died. So did we inherit them? Yes, we have them. Thank you for that. So that means we can try and give this to a different Dalringi. uh, Yes, to a different Dalgangi. Find me an old one, please. You'll do. Let's see what troops you recruit. He wants to go to the Westlands. Dude, you can go wherever you want. After what you brought, you can do whatever you want. Show me some good troops, dude. I want the spearmen. I have faith in you. No, come on. I need the duchies. Don't mess me about with that. We need the duchies. We need them badly. Actually, can we use the duchy claims? Hold on a minute, because I don't know if we can use them. No, no, no. Keep going. I don't think we can use them. Not before switching to feudal. And I don't think we can take him if we go feudal. I think we're gonna have to start attacking him. Ah, I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. I don't need this prowess. You can go away. Well, that's a problem. That is a big problem. Because he can also call in Gondor. So what we're gonna have to do instead, let's get out there. Instead of fabricating, never mind that. We can go back to getting rid of this vassal who has been annoying me since times immemorial. Because I know my army will drop. I know my army will drop and I won't be able to beat him. We need to take his duchies in separate wars. I completely forgot about that. God, that's annoying. Troops? No. No. I'm not gonna accept that. Let's actually prepare a murder scheme on you. Sure, I'll pay you 12. That's not a lot. We'll prepare the murder. Just give me my money back. We have a disease happening? We do. Let's isolate the capital. Get back here so we can attack Gondor. But we need an alliance first. God damn it. God damn it. Uh, let's go for this instead. I don't want to risk another war with Galadriel, and if we attack Gondor, she's just gonna roll us over. Yeah. And we need to start blocking Mordor anyway. Uh, Order restored. You're not developed enough. Bear subdued in Strayhold. Bandits now, please. You should be fine. Come on with the alliance. Oh no, we can use the claims. I was wrong. Why can we use the claims? That's not tech in. These are supposed to be blocked. We have access to these. Somehow. Yes, because we can do mangonels. This is weird. We shouldn't be able to do this. I think this is a bug. Because we can take mangonels up. Which means we need to get rid of these. How long has this been a thing anyway? If anyone from the mod team watches this, again, I'd be honored. This is wrong. I shouldn't be able to do these, but we clearly are, because I'm pretty sure you cannot grow your army to the size that I have it at, now that I remember how tribal works. I haven't played tribal in a while, but I distinctly remember you cannot have armies this big with just the first deck. Because you could only have size of men-at-arms regiments +2, and that would limit the men-at-arms to about size 4, and we're currently having 8. This is wrong. This should be blocked for us, but it isn't, somehow. It's only blocking the castle thing and the economy thing, but it's not blocking the household soldiers, it's not blocking the chronicle writing. I don't know why this works the way it works. So we can press claims, multiple claims. So we need to fabricate. Fabricate faster, please. And we need to get rid of these and replace them with higher level ones, because these fortifications will be higher level as well. Yeah. Some of them, at least. Dragon Helm of Dorlomin, which unfortunately we can't really use. Feel free to pause and read. Um, an image of the head of Glaurung, the Drake of Morgoth. It is said to bear an enchantment that protected its wearer. So what requirements would I need to benefit? I have to have Númenórean heritage. Injury resistance +12. And dread. We get dread per month. Oh my. It would give us more injury resistance, but we already have a decent amount. I think this would serve better if I just give it to Gondor. Although this would also give us prestige, and that renown is not that much. Knight effectiveness. You know what? Let's use this actually, because it's gonna up our prestige a bit. You gained another inspiration. My dude. He wants to go to Enedwythe for 400 gold. Go. Go. You are a champ. Just go. I don't understand why we can use some of that tech and why we can't. I'm just gonna pause the video for a second. I'm gonna be right back. Right, here we go. So we're gonna send him to find something truly unique, because he seems to be very talented at it. Please learn the language. Excellent. I'm not gonna risk it. Let's just do that, and let's see if we can befriend her. says hard. We do have a shot. What is this? Something about my weapon. Sure, let's see what you get. He wants to forge a crown. He's very competent. Make me a crown, dude. I don't have one. Oh no, I do have one. Oh well, I already paid. I do have a crown. I'm just being an idiot. Let's see what we can do with this. Give me give me prestige. Have you recruited any troops yet? No. Oh, there we go. We can tribalize these. It's part of your duchy, so enjoy. We're gonna start one here. And we're gonna give it to our assassination target. Have you recruited any other troops? The Bell Wardens. The problem with him is he has heirs. He has quite a few heirs. We could do with having the Bell Wardens, to be honest. I'm gonna let this pass a bit more just to see if he recruits any troops. And if he doesn't, I might switch to the Bell Wardens. They are better than our heavy infantry by quite a bit. We discovered the royal prerogative. That's nice. Switch to battlements. If we switch to manorialism... No, switch to battlements. Train for a tournament. Sure. And you want a grand tournament which I can't join because it's too late. Can I not join hers? No. Isn't this my heir? It is. So I'm about to lose my heir. You want me to learn Rovanorem? We lost an agent. We don't speak it. Oh, my grandson is gonna be the alibi, and the secrecy just dropped. You founded on lending torque. Feel free to pause and read it. I've seen this before. It's a good item. It's in the court. Come on, dude. Give me the duchy. Oh? No, we're not gonna adopt Rovanorem. Not yet, at least. We can hunt. We could adopt Rovanorem later. to form the kingdom. Ah, but no, we can't, because if I remember that particular event, you must not have a kingdom title, you have to be a duke. Fine, we'll find another path. So that's not gonna help us either. We won't be able to restore the Rovanorian kingdom. Um, he wants to go to the Misty Mountains. She wants to write another book. 100 is not a lot. Go. Have you recruit... My heir is fine. Still no troops. Make amends. That failed. Something unique. Are you my friend now? You are. That's good. Maybe we can get an alliance with her. You made a crown, that's absolutely laughable. Let's get out there. My heir, however, has no crown, so let's give him the crown. Do you have a weapon? You do not. And we're using a better one, so I'm gonna give you the weapon as well. Enjoy your better gear. If he doesn't switch soon... Who is this? Far away, I do not care. You know what? I'm gonna switch the murder target, because he's not doing anything. I'm running low on funds, so I'm just gonna allow this instead. I'm gonna switch the murder target. I'll murder him later, it's fine. We're gonna murder them instead, because I want those bell wardens. You're not gonna have any more kids, so let's murder you. So that you don't have kids. Explore the area. Are you seriously not gonna give me the duchy titles? You know what? We'll just press claims until we get the territories we need. I'm not gonna risk death. That's fine. No. Uh, yeah, no, we're not paying you for that, dude. That's that's a bit much. One more point to defensive negotiations. That's nice. 900 gold for a bow. Yeah, no, we're good. Oh, hello. This is interesting. So Medlo Chicane is breaking apart. We're gonna be attacking this in a bit. I just want to get an alliance first, so that we don't get any issues with elves. Um, Hand it over. So we need to kill his son and the daughters and the children. I'm not gonna pay and I'm not gonna lose levies, so we're gonna have to do this again. Where was it? Here. Yeah, we could have sat on that for a long time. You got spiders as well. Of course you did. Crush them. Get rid of these spiders now. Come on with the alliance. We have stuff to conquer. Mystical communion. We're starting to get ill from it. Do no more than what is necessary, thank you. How far along are we with that? Not very. No guts, no glory. Find me something good, dude. We lost our physician. You're kind of awful. Let's recruit for one. Come on. You look good. So does she. She's younger. And you're just awful. Okay. 20, 24, 29, 37, 29, 37. We'll take her simply because she's younger. We'll tell her to get better because she's not. And we'll pick her as well. Give me the duchy because that's what I really want. Can we pick you as an educator, actually? Oh no, we have an excellent educator. That'll do. We have a hunt and a hunt. You would call me there. No, we'll go with our son instead. Come on, dude. We want this alliance. She might refuse us. Congratulations. He's allied to the Beornings. I don't like that he's allied to the Beornings because apparently Beorn has a bunch of alliances, including with Elrond, which actually makes him a solid threat. I do not like that. Let's get out there indeed. Go for economy. Learning. We can destroy these. You still have some time. Okay. I trust you. You did it. Where was this? In Valdigathod. So here. Bandits next. Get back on the horse. There goes the hunt. Who died? Orc whip. Okay, and I suppose you have to be an orc. Yeah. Well, that's a waste. Chancellor died. Yeah, you'll do. We lost an agent though. What are we looking at? The orc whip. Do we benefit at all from you? Prestige. We'll get the prestige, that's fine. We'll unequip it later. Um, we can transfer who to who? Yeah, I agree with this. Yeah. There you go, that's your vassal now. You are holding your de jure stuff, yeah? Yeah. Murder. It's murder time. How are we for secrecy? We're good. We can hold a feast. We inherited stuff. Guess what? We're gonna do another Dalringi. Yeah, sure. We have a bunch of options here. You'll do fine. All of East Emnet. That's what we want to see. So we have claims on those. Aalborg is next. Have you recruited anything? No. Okay. We can do a hunt far away. It'll be fine. How are we for time? We're good for another 10 minutes or so. No, go away. I'm not joining in that war. For the upteenth time, I'm not doing that. Sure, join in the celebrations. We're doing good on cultural acceptance. She is now terrible. Speaking of, I'm not gonna pay you for a fortune for that. Family members can get married. My son. You can probably handle that yourself. Unless we can arrange a skin changer thing. We can. Here you go. And my other son as well. You can arrange a skin changer thing as well. Can we have a chat with your wives? Not really. No. Okay. Hopefully they'll have some kids with skin changer stats. That would be good. We can marry some cousins later. You want the duchy. Well, you can keep wanting it, you're not gonna get it. Don't care. Nice marriage. Come on with that alliance, dude. I need to attack people before they get swallowed up again. Yeah, I don't care. We'll take the money. Um, and we'll lose the money. Where was this? In Biruleg. Oh, and I forgot to move this, haven't I? Good job. Good job there. Stellar. World class. Well done. Feast. Let's feast. Yeah, I don't have anything interesting there. From experience, now that I've played Framling a little bit, I can tell you that the Rovanorim campaign is more difficult. I know that for a fact. Now I can say that. Um, Not by much, but it is. You're expanding in directions you shouldn't be. We lost our Chancellor. Congrats. No, you're not. Uh, no. Yes. Have you developed an army yet? No. And no. You still don't have children. I think it's safe to kill him. Um, no, we're not doing that. And we're not doing books either. Right, let's kill this guy. Apparently I've been outed. That's not great. How are you the heir? Before we go for that, that's how. Before we go for that, let's murder her so that she doesn't have kids. We need to stop the kiddie thing. So that we don't have more murders to plan. There we go. We can do an alliance now. Are you gonna do an alliance with me? No. Well, that's annoying. You will. Get me that alliance, please. Excellent. We can now destroy these and recruit these. And where's the archers? So we're gonna wait for those to fill up. Where can I station archers, please? Here. You don't really have anything, but okay. Can we station anything around here? Not really. The cavalry would benefit more, so we'll park the cavalry there. We're gonna wait for those to fill up and then we're gonna attack this. Meanwhile, you're fabricating for the duchy, yes? Not some random county. For the duchy, yeah? No, not for the duchy. Okay, whatever. Maybe now you'll do it for the duchy. How are we for time? We're getting close to the hour. Bandits remain in Valdigathod. This is still building. This is still building. Come on. Ta -ta -ta. Well, Gondor is about to fall. Some more. Huh. Do we risk it is the question. I'm not gonna start the hunt yet. Well, actually we could. It's gonna take too long though. Can we hunt here instead? We'll be gone. It doesn't say how long. Let's do a quick hunt. 5 months until it begins. It's not that long. Can we join in your war? No. No, we can't. At least he's not taking Rohan. We need Rohan. So my murder plot is gonna now take longer. Oh no, you're not redoubling the guards. Troops? No troops. Troops? No troops. Well, at least we can still get the bell wardens. '84. And he's still hanging in there, which is nice to see. Oh, there goes the countermeasures. No, we're not gonna risk it. Who? My son. We got a bison thing. We already have a bison thing. 12, 12, 10, 12. The ones we have are better. get back here. Excellent. Our troops should be ready. They are. No, we're not gonna do that. Can we declare? We could declare for the kingdom, but I'm not gonna do that. For this one. Yes, we can. Guess what, bud? You're about to lose some territory. Then we're gonna march on south. The fall of Gondor. Yep. So this has now been split into pieces. And now we have this option available. Liberate Gondor. The kingdom of Gondor has fallen before the shadow of Mordor. Its people suffer under the yoke of the Dark Lord, enduring countless tribulations and horrors with every passing day. It's time to take up the sword and aid the ailing men of Gondor. Let us fight to freedom from Sauron's oppression. You will select a new ruler for the kingdom of Gondor. If you win, you start a war against Sauron with the Liberate Gondor Casus Belli. This decision, let me see if I can find her name. Give me just a second. I'm gonna pause the vid for a second. Right, so if you ever join the Discord team, uh, if you ever join the Discord uh, for this mod, on the modding team, there is a lovely lady called Arian. We were I was talking to another person on the team, on their Discord. We had a situation where uh, basically I was describing how it's annoying that I have to liberate so much of Mordor conquered territory with the dwarves. And because Mordor installs orcs in the territory they conquer, once you attack them with the dwarves, the orcs are kicked out and the culture is replaced with dwarves. The problem with it was that dwarves are not surface dwellers, so they can never develop this properly, and it feels wrong from a culture from a lore point of view as well. And we were bouncing ideas at one another, me and this other person, and Arian was in the chat as well, and she's part of the modding team. And I mentioned that it would be cool to have some sort of event decision that in case Mordor attacks Gondor, that we could at least sort of rally to Gondor and liberate it, just to keep Mordor in check so that it doesn't spread everywhere. And Arian did exactly that. She went on, I think it was that evening, and started playing around with the decision that you see here, to liberate Gondor. So, you know, in a, I'm I'm a bit happy that she did this. I'm happy that, you know, maybe in a tiny little bit, I I bounced an idea at her. So that is my point of pride regarding this mod. I don't think Arian will remember me, but Arian, if you watch this, you're a legend. So thank you for implementing this. Apparently, I'm gonna test it out. It's gonna be the first time I'm gonna test it out as well. Uh, so cheers for implementing this. And on that note, folks, we've gone past the hour mark. Uh, I'm gonna stop the episode here. We just started a war against some minor duchies. We're gonna continue these because we want to take these potential vassals away from Medlo-Shukain so that we can weaken them, because Gondor is out of the picture. Mordor is gonna steamroll them separately, and we're gonna have massive problems. Um, why are you called Ras Morthel? Because you hold that instead. Oh my days. So Boromir just fled to Andrast because that's the last place he still controls, apparently. What? No, he's in Edhelond. My bad. Um, so what's this duchy? So you hold the duchy, but you hold Edhelond. Right. That's not weird at all. We do not have the strength to fight Mordor. Not even close. We may be able to if we call in Dale, but we need to finish our war first. Um, yeah, we're gonna try this out next episode, I think, because we cannot let Mordor expand, keep expanding west. It puts Rohan at risk as well, and we need Rohan badly. So we may end up in a war against Mordor. We'll see. Um, I'm gonna stop the recording here. Leave a comment, drop me a like, drop me a subscribe. One more time, Arian from the modding team, absolute legend. Thank you and the rest of the team for making this mod. Crusader Kings is bland by comparison. This mod is amazing. Um, we'll stop here. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.